What is up, everyone?
Yo,
Welcome.
Yo.
Eric is like really active today.
Yo.
Welcome back to the DJ Life podcast. As Aaron's on a phone call, it seems.
Yeah, no, I'm on it right now. This is such bullshit. No, I don't know why.
I can
No,
see
I
his
heard they
apps.
I can
I
see
can
his
see his
apps.
apps. He's
This
full
is
of
fake.
shit.
This is
They
fake.
He's a liar.
like $1,000 to be on here. They didn't give me shit. It's ridiculous. Well, you know, I'm doing it for them as a favor.
Welcome
Yeah,
back
no,
to the
my
DJ
mic's
Life
muted.
podcast. I'm Rick Weber. Of course, we have the man in glasses, Erik Massengale of Tahoe Events.
Bow. That's Waka. Waka.
I was under the impression they promised me a soundboard, guys.
A
They
sound
promised me
boy.
there'd be-
Sound boy.
We got the soundboard.
We have our guest tonight, Aaron Strawn.
Hey, what's up? What's going on? Thanks. Finally, guys.
We just got all the YouTubers.
Finally, yeah. I mean, finally.
We got all the YouTubers. I'm not a YouTuber, but I have the YouTubers.
Aaron,
Aaron, you've
you're a
officially
social
made
media.
the YouTubers.
Yeah,
after,
you did.
After Nick Spinelli shouted you out, that was it. Game over.
Yeah.
Now you're one of them.
Did you get a lot of follows after that?
Did I what?
Did you get a lot of subscribers after he mentioned you?
That shout out, yeah, I grew. I think I added like 100, 150 like that day, which was
Nice.
kinda cool.
Nice.
Yeah, and that was back. So like it's only been a year and a half. I started the channel in February 2021, and it literally was just like. I watched YouTube. Like I watched you, Rick, and I watched Nick and Cleveland Terry and Barr and all those guys, and I was like, wait, I have a lot of the same stuff that these guys have. Why don't I just talk about it and see what happens? So
Yeah. Yeah,
Well, that was like the
what
idea
these
behind
guys are saying is easy, and anyone could do
I
that.
can do this shit. I mean, I don't need any obviously you
They're
don't
just
need
some
talent.
losers. Who cares? All I gotta do is try.
Try, just put it out there.
Yeah, right.
Well, the key is you're consistent. That's the key. You've been consistent, and that's why you've grown. A lot of these guys join on there, and they're like, "Yeah, I'm gonna start a YouTube channel." And they post one video, and then 2 months later, they post another one, and then maybe they post 3 in a row, and then they wait 4 months, and then they post another. That's how you never can grow that way. You have
I
to be
started
consistent.
watching like YouTube growth channels before I started too, and that's what they said. Like 90% of people that start a YouTube channel do that, or even a podcast. It's worse with podcasts.
Oh, yeah.
Podcasts. Like there's like billions of podcasts with one episode 1, the beginning, and then that's it. No one ever does it again.
Yeah, because they're like, we have a great idea for a podcast, and then they're like, they do the podcast, and they're like, yeah, it was great, and then they have to like post it and all the other stuff on the back end, and they never
Edit
know
it.
how to do it, and they're like, See,
Yeah,
we
it's a
don't
lot of
do
work.
much of that though. I mean, like this YouTube link, I literally will take this down tomorrow, take the YouTube video, and I will post the audio, or I'll process the audio portion and literally just post it.
Right. And I don't do literally anything.
He literally
I
just shows
literally
up.
show up, and that's it. That is
And sometimes you don't even do that.
Yeah, for real.
We did go a lot more ham when we first started. We set up in my old apartment, the studio. We had like this 3 camera setup. So there was one camera on me, one camera on Eric, one
Whoa.
wide camera, and we recorded the whole
my own.
thing. And then I went through and actually edited and cut between the different scenes and everything. And then we were like, nah.
Way too much. Way
This-
too much.
And then you get like do you even get, are you guys at the point where, like, how's it work on podcasts? Can you make money? I mean, are you getting in ads or anything like? No, right?
no.
I mean, you have to be.
No, we don't make
Crazy.
shit. We're purely doing this for networking and like growth. That's
Yeah,
it. I mean, if this blows up, we'll eventually make money. But for the most part, it's just a fun thing to do on a Tuesday
Yeah.
to shoot the shit and build our network and talk to people.
So
like
if
this.
you heard that, everybody, hit that subscribe button right there.
Yeah.
Where is it? Is it right there?
yeah, I think we're at like
it's-
760 now.
It's somewhere on your screen.
We're at
however you're listening
760.
to
We
this
need to
right
hit
now.
1,000. We need like what? You need 2,000 to be monetized now, right?
Damn it.
Just one.
You just need one,
Ah.
But
so-
you need 4,000 watch hours.
which is easy with a podcast.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
if-
super
if
easy with
people listen
podcast.
to it. That's
Yeah.
true.
There's, I mean, it's so many.
Let's get this channel monetized. Come on, guys.
We
Come on, hit
need
that subscribe.
Eric needs money for baby Dallas.
Yeah. I need to buy some mashed up carrots for that fucking baby. Let's go.
Why don't you just baby bird it? Just chew it up and spit it in its
That's
mouth.
what we're
I mean,
doing right
that's-
now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So we
You
really need
know,
to-
I never introduced our guest though. We have, or no, I did. Yeah, I did. But
No,
like
no, you just, I mean,
Oh,
it was
From the
forgettable.
top. From the top.
Let's
tonight,
go, run it top, run it top.
Circle back, yes.
tonight we have Aaron Strawn with us. I don't know exactly. Are you solo op, multi op? What do you? What's your business?
What's your
It's me.
deal?
It's just you.
It's just you.
It's just-
That's it.
Tell the people
Nothing
a little
Aaron,
bit.
what the fuck?
Yeah.
What,
Okay,
tell
that's
us a
what we
little
wanna
bit
know.
about yourself. Like, do
Yeah.
you do this full time? Or, well, I guess start from the beginning. When you were
Yeah.
born, you knew you were going to
It's
be a DJ.
No, DJing is super new to me. I'm 4 years into it. It honestly was. I started 2 businesses at the same time, and this was going to be my summer gig because I'm actually from the East Coast. I'm from Pittsburgh originally.
Nice.
And so I'm in Minnesota right now. But my buddy back there, Kev, he's been a wedding DJ in Pittsburgh for 17, 18 years.
Hey, Kev.
And yeah, hi, Kevin.
Hi,
He's not
Kev.
watching. He doesn't watch my shit. But
fuck Kevin.
Fuck Kevin.
Yeah, does it say fuck Kevin?
Yeah, fuck Kevin.
All right, you know what? You're right. Fuck you, Kevin.
Yeah.
I'll clip this and post it tomorrow.
Yeah.
Tag him in it.
Aaron hooked up with your girlfriend. You're
highlight.
never gonna find out unless you listen to the podcast, bitch.
This is like fiance wifey now.
All right. Anyways.
Anyways.
Yeah. And then so it was just me. He said like, you got to try out DJing. So I tried it out and I loved it, and started the company in 2018 and got going from doing wedding shows. I went and did like 2 or 3 wedding shows and booked like 13 my first show, and the second one I booked like almost 15. So I'm like, oh my god. And it was I think it was working because there was only like the big companies there, and they were all dressed in like a suit and tie
With a name tag, you know.
yeah, and like pamphlets. Like, yeah, you want some leaflets?
What were you wearing?
Fucking leaflets. All right, so I was wearing dark pants, a t-shirt, and a jean jacket. And what I did was, after the show was over, I emailed everybody and I said, hey, from the jean jacket wedding DJ. And I think that worked. It made me stand out. I even had somebody write that in my like a 5-star Google review. Like, we met at the wedding show. He had this jean jacket, and I was like, holy shit. And it was just one way that
memorable.
I thought, this will help me stand out.
Right.
And it was either that or taking my top off.
Yeah.
I tried that at first. And then,
We used to do funny stuff. I quit caring, but when we first were doing wedding shows, we would print out Fatheads. You know, Fathead.
Oh my god, I remember these.
Yeah.
I remember these. They were so funny.
We'd get people to take pictures with our props, but the only 2 props we had were our faces on Fatheads. So it was like everyone's taking that, and then the printout was like all of our DJs' faces with Mark Wahlberg on the very front for no reason. It was like just
What?
I
I didn't know about this.
Yeah, then that was it. It was just stupid. It was like goofy as fuck.
but it worked though, didn't it?
I guess. I mean, I'm fucking the man.
I'm
so
sure it
what's
did.
up?
I'm sure like that people left remembering your thing. Then DJ Taylor, hi, welcome. Well, come on over here. Come over here. I'll have some papers for you to sign right away. Don't you like my tie?
Yeah.
Like I've been to a show where the other company there tried to buy me out when I was there.
What?
Like they walked up, they're like, "Where are you out of?" And I told them like, "Yeah, our owner wants to talk to you." And I was like, "I never met these people." And he just walked over. He's like, "Yeah, we're doing pretty good. We're doing pretty good. I see you got some gear here." Yeah, I was like, "Yeah, what's up, man?" He's like, "Yeah, you know what? I'll buy you out. You know, why don't you just join our team and I'll take you on our team, and I'll get you out there." And I was like,
Jesus.
"Are you fucking kidding me?"
You
Like,
should have. Did you throw a number at him and be like, yeah, I mean, like I got like $100,000 now in gear, so how about 200,000?
Let's do $250,000. Let's do that.
We'll call it
and
even
then we'll
quarter.
talk.
Quarter
Even
mil.
quarter mil.
A $250,000, and I want it in like a silver briefcase.
I want it in
unmarked
ones.
20s, like a hostage situation.
Yeah,
want
and,
it
and you just
pure.
walk away like this, just
I want it in nothing but $1 bills.
just look
And
him
then
straight in the eye, and be like, your company is gonna be like this in 2 years once I take off.
I'm gonna own
Fuck
you,
you.
motherfucker.
I'm gonna own you in 2 years.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy your shit. All right, for half that. So
That's
yeah,
what
that
I
was
wanted to tell
that
Paul
was
Quartz.
crazy.
The first wedding show I did.
I just, I'm pretty good about as much shit as I talk. I'm good in the local network about not doing it, but he is an exception. As soon as someone's like, "Oh yeah, I recommend you and Paul Quartz," I'm like, just go with him. Just go with him.
Fuck him.
Yeah, I'm just like, hey, you don't need to recommend me anymore. I don't want that. If you're gonna,
Don't associate. He's just
He's
just
a
an
brown.
asshole.
He's a brown noser. He's
Asshole.
like an old guy. He like hangs out in bars, too young, and hits on little girls and bullshit.
Oh, ew.
Not.
Okay.
I mean, and it's not. When
I
I,
know
say
it's-
little
yeah.
girls, I mean girls younger than him.
So,
He is not a literal pedophile.
This is
That's
my first.
way-
I thought
I
you
just
meant
exaggerated
height,
the shit
that he
out of
was
that.
into short girls.
Okay,
I just
well,
thought
let's
you
just.
meant height.
This is
No.
this. So I
No.
I hated him just after the first wedding show. So the first wedding show I do in Greensboro. I don't even live in Greensboro yet. I just came down here to start getting marketing presents beforehand. Eric's there. Eric. I talked to Eric. Yeah, I just started Recovery too. Like, yeah,
We all started in
we
2018.
were all like, yeah, that's awesome and everything. Like, let's
same
network.
year.
Let's network, because I was like, I love doing school dances. They're like, yeah, fuck that. You can do them, whatever. And I go up to this Paul Courts, and he's like in the main lobby, like he's some hot shot. And I'm looking at his setup, and I'm like, you look like you've been DJing since like the 1950s, because it's just so
man.
basic
Mirror
and
ball?
like. Oh,
Did we get a mirror ball?
He's got all the awards from like 2000 and like 2005 and on, from Wedding Wire and the Knot, like since they started, all up on display and whatnot. I'm like, hey, yeah, I just moved here, another company or whatnot. And he's like, yeah, that's cool, whatever. And I'm like, yeah, I'm like, if you ever have any excess or whatnot, I'd love to help and be like, yeah. He's like, yeah, we stay really busy, and like I don't really associate myself with too many other people. And his partner Randy at the time, who I think now is out of it, and
Winston-Salem DJ.
Yeah.
I fucking hate people that try and keyword stab with their companies.
Well, ever.
Like, like
he was
they
like
just-
partnered with this guy. Randy was super cool. Randy like came over and he was like geeking out over the booth and everything. He's like, that's so cool. I'm so glad. He was like, he was like complimenting too. He's like, we need more young DJs like you coming into the market to actually try and raise this value. Like,
he's like licking his lips.
yeah, like he was like so excited or whatnot. Whatever.
You want to come on a ride with me?
This
He's
Paul,
like, boy, you got
go
a
for a
pretty
ride?
mouth.
I was talking about doing school dance. Like I was talking to both of them about doing school dances, and like Randy's like, yeah, it's great to see, and like he's excited and whatnot, and like Paul's over here like, it takes a lot of gear, to do these school dances. Like they're really big, you need a lot of gear, and you need to have a really good connection. You got to have insurance and all this, and I'm like,
Or did
I
you
mean,
just
I
pull
got
out a
all this.
notebook Like, keep going, Mr. DJ. I'm loving what you're saying.
And the iron in the coffin for me was he was putting stickers on everybody that come up to him that said Paul Courts rocks, like stickers. He was putting them on every single couple, because he's at the front door. He pays for like the head spot at the front door, so everyone that came in, he was putting a sticker on him. Paul Courts rocks. Paul Courts rocks.
He's putting them on?
Yeah, he puts them on him. He's like, here, Paul Courts rocks.
Yeah, it's like, I love
on.
Paul Court's sticker.
Turn
That is
around.
cringy. He's just a brown noser. Like,
That
for
was
me,
that was the wedding show you and me came up to each other like, you see those stickers, and you were like, yeah, we're ripping them off their fucking shirts.
Yeah, because fuck that dude. He's like, he'll like come up to me, and be like, Eric, like, it's good to see you. Like, you're doing so good and blah, blah, blah. And I'd just be like, yeah, just like straight face. Like, bro, you're not, I don't.
No eye contact.
Just like, yeah, whatever. He's all right. So you turned it out with some wedding shows.
Yeah, we diverted there with Paul Courts now,
that's
but
okay.
wedding
That's
shows
all right.
were great.
Conversation starter. Yeah, those worked out. And then I think as of right now, I'm starting to get a lot of influx from Google now, because I think it's just because I got my reviews up. Like last year, I started trying to capture reviews, and now I'm at like 43.
Nice.
And that I think has put me on page 1. So I think you can. I said this yesterday or last week, but I think if you typed in Minnesota DJ, I'll end up on page 1. So getting some. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing,
Eric's
but
about
that
to
seemed
test
to
you on
work.
that.
All right, let's test it. If it's wrong, I'll do 10 push-ups right here on
Your
the air.
Google My Business
What's your
listing might
company?
be first.
What's your company again?
DJ AA Entertainment, DJ AA.
No, just type in Minnesota DJ. He said Minnesota
I
DJ.
did, and now I'm in a search bar because I don't feel like scrolling and reading.
Whatever.
No, you're not on the front page. Sorry.
What?
Is this
All right,
Google My Business listing though?
Let's try it, Minnesota wedding DJ.
Wedding DJ.
Maybe that'll.
You're humiliating me on this show. I was on page 1.
You're not.
Well, so it's
You're not on
it's
page
it's
one.
different if you're the Google My Business listing also looks at your IP's location.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'm an
Okay.
incognito, so no.
Well,
What?
incognito
What?
it still looks at your
Page
location.
2.
Yeah,
I'm
but
not a
it
liar,
should-
guys. I thought-
This is the organic. Sorry, dog. I don't know what to tell you.
So not even on page 2?
Agio DJ. Oh, I didn't search page. DJ Sound Productions. Minnesota Pro DJ.
He's looking
All right,
at the websites.
Don't promote these guys. Don't promote these guys.
They don't
my own
listen.
show
To, your clients don't listen to this. You're good.
Shit.
The DJs might.
You're not page 2 either, my dog. I don't know what
That
to
is
tell
some
you.
bullshit. I'm on page 1. This is what's happening.
Wait, so these
Did I
Google
spell Minnesota
these
right?
Google people that come to you because they found you on Google, are they do they tell you they come from Google, or is it like in that Google Messenger thing?
Oh my God, the messenger thing.
You mean the spam box basically?
I've never gotten one. It's always like, hi, you do wife party on Saturday?
For 6
22nd?
hours. For 6 hours.
Hour.
How
Take-
much? I book
take
now.
Credit card? Take credit card?
I book now. We have.
Hey, he just on page 3. I'm not even on page 3. Okay, all right. Everybody in the chat, do me a
Listen,
favor. I did this on
Aaron-
my live stream last week, and it worked.
Aaron
It
got
worked.
some Google traction, and he got
to my-
hyped
it
up.
got
He
to my
thought he
head.
was on page 1. He's not on any of the pages, but
Not
he
even
got some
page
Google
3,
traction.
Jesus.
Yeah, he's got some Google. People are finding him on Google, so
Somehow,
something's working.
Yeah.
But you know what? I'm getting ghosted more from Google. Like when I would get like the other part of my leads are referrals from like venues.
Oh, yeah,
and
absolutely.
Photographers, like that's 99% of where my
Yeah.
stuff comes in, and I book almost like 100% of those. If those come in.
Yeah, as you should.
Yeah.
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 Right.
That's cool. That
You
just
should
happened.
check out this like follow-up system that is available for purchase. It's automateyourdjp.com, by the way.
I was
I was
waiting
wondering,
for that.
how long has it been? 14 goddamn
I'm
minutes?
just saying
That's all
it
took?
helps.
15 minutes into the
it-
podcast, and it's already
could-
it's already on there.
Potentially could help you.
I mean, I haven't even
First
plugged
Eric
any of my
ad.
shit.
It's a must-have cheat code for event professionals and all DJs.
If you're using DJ Event Planner.
Right.
If you're using Honeybook, come to me.
Yeah, it's coming for SMPL soon as well.
Speaking of which,
so.
Aaron, what do you use for your backend?
I'm Vibo, baby.
That's
What
not
ab-
a
what about-
CRM.
no, that's not
You
a
sound like
CRM.
Rachel
That's planning.
Lynch.
That's a planning software.
No, I use that for everything.
You don't. How do you?
That's
co-
not-
how do you
it's
communicate
not.
with your clients? How do you like invoice and contract?
Oh, here we go. All right, so
Uh-oh.
just nothing, just Gmail, and
Oh.
I just keep it simple.
Oh, get off of the podcast.
I was about to say,
is my
we should
Get outta
just close
here.
this out
Wait,
real
wait,
quick.
wait! I almost have.
How is
3,000
this on
subscribers.
closing sales and increasing profit?
And
This
he doesn't even
fucking
use
idiot.
a CRM.
Because guess what? I can prove. I did 62 weddings this year, guys. I can tell you, my
Nice.
system somehow fucking works.
That Google
he's
Sheet
on,
system.
on Dawson's level, man.
Yeah,
Doing
dude.
62 weddings a year.
Hell yeah.
So here's my funnel.
Dawson's
Eric,
17.
Eric, this is gonna piss
Okay.
you off when you hear
Okay,
this.
no, we will shut up for 5 minutes. Let you explain.
I just
Shut
give me
up.
2
I'll
minutes.
mute your- I'll mute your mic.
3 minutes.
I'll unplug your mic right now.
Go.
He's giving me 3 minutes. All right. This is the system. A lead comes in from the website. I see it. I immediately respond. Boom, from Gmail. I have a template that's set up in Gmail with my first lead. I answer something. If they mention a venue or place I've played or person I've worked with, I'll throw in a picture from that venue, mention that person. We just worked 2 months ago, whatever. Send it in. And then if I don't hear from them in 2 days, I use the Notes app on my Mac to keep track of all the leads. And I have a little checklist under there. Follow-up 1, follow-up 2. And by the way, I only follow up 2 times after that fuck 'em. And so after,
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
see, I told you.
That's
look how
fine.
mad
It's
Eric
fine.
is.
shh,
It's fine.
Is it been 2 minutes?
No,
No,
but you
continue.
said some fuck shit. It's not my fault. It was hard. I'm
It's
back.
so
I'm
hard.
back.
Okay,
All right,
okay,
quiet.
keep
I'm
going.
quiet.
Then after, if they do get back to me, then I schedule a Zoom call with them, and I have a personal URL for that. Once we do the Zoom call, it's booked. If I can get them on the Zoom call, it's 100% booked. And then that's it. So that's what I do. And then after they're done, I create their profile in Vibo, and then I created for like keeping track of pricing. I create like a little pricing template there for me, so I can say what package, how many hours they have, if they got any add-ons, that kind of stuff. I check all that out, and then they Venmo me the deposit, and then it's done.
You need a CRM so
I
bad.
might have to just fucking help this dude.
I-
I might just.
Well, why
have
though?
to
Well,
do
why
it.
though? Why? It's
Because
working.
you can track all your projects and leads in one software.
it's just like if you're doing what you're doing with nothing, imagine having something.
that does it for you.
Just the difference between nothing and something. That's all I'm talking about.
Yeah, literally.
Well, I have something.
You
I have
don't.
something.
No, you don't.
You
You have the
don't.
Notes app. That's not something.
I'm telling you, it would just. I'm talking. It would immediately double your business. Like
How do you
immediately?
How many leads do you have in that Notes app?
Right now, about 12, I think. Right now.
Okay, yeah, okay. Maybe
See?
you can manage 12, but like try like a couple thousand.
No. But that's why I post my pricing on my website, because I don't want to get 4,000 fucking leads. I don't want to waste all my time with these shit kickers. Just come on in the door. If you know who I am, and you see my
he is a
pricing, come
single
on in.
op.
Let's just
I
do
hear
it.
you.
I mean, as a single op booking 62 weddings a year, that's pretty damn good.
I mean, whatever. I don't
As long as you're charging top dollar.
Come on, Eric. You know it's good.
That's not
Come on,
good.
give me something.
I'm not giving you anything ever.
Come on,
I'll
buddy.
never-
I'll
never
give you
do a
props if
thing.
you're charging top dollar.
All right, well, my pricing's on my site. You can see they are
I
going
can't
up.
find your site though. I wanted to find your site. I couldn't.
Is anybody in the chat looking it up? Somebody look it up. Help me out
I found
here.
his pricing real quick.
And a guy said double his business. He's a single op. You're right. He might not. I'm just saying that there's a lot of untapped potential with what he's doing, and it's fine. It is what it is. I mean, you're doing fine.
I'm not against it. I just know it's kind of a simple thing that I'm used to doing. I like once I switched over to Vibo because I was using Gig Builder before that. To keep track of shit. Yeah. Oh, I know.
You're
I
better
know.
off
So
with
switch
Google
over to
Sheets.
I mean,
Vibo.
I'm on Vibo too. You know
Yeah.
that, but
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
but Vibo's like not even. It's like
It's just
all
not
it is
what-
is the planning software for us. Like,
Yeah, it's
all it
not
is
what
for
we're-
the DJs use Vibo heavily, but everything else company based is all on Honeybook for CRM based for invoice contracting, following up, and keeping track of all the projects, all the things that need to happen leading up to the wedding, automatically sending them tip emails and how many days to the weddings. That's all on Honeybook.
Do you think that? Well, how many? Can you track and see how many of them open them? Like how many of those emails going out to people open?
You can see exactly how many people open them.
Well, I'm just like, and your guys is in like, is it like a 30% open rate, or do they open it more than that?
Oh, it's
It
been
depends.
You talking about leads?
No. Just like all that you said like 5 or a week before the wedding, they get an email reminder.
They're normally 100%
tips, stuff.
open rate. They open it at some point.
They do open it.
Oh yeah, I mean it always says they viewed them. That's about
Okay.
as far as we can see on our end.
Yeah, I just didn't know. I was curious, like how much communication the couple, because once we do a final Zoom call the week of the wedding, go through everything in Vibo, and then that's it. And then we rock it. We go for it.
Go for it.
I mean, you post a lot on social media, so that in a way is like keeping up with them in a way.
Yeah,
'Cause-
during the Zoom call, I used the Joe Bunn. I bought his presentation software or thing or whatever, and I will say that I took the concept and I rebuilt my own. Like I built my own version of
The
it.
like
But
sales slide sheet thing.
yeah, the slides. It fucking works. It's fantastic. Like it gives you just direction. Now I have like a script. I have jokes. I'll cuss with my clients on the
Yeah?
Zoom call. Yeah,
Damn, dude.
I do. But but you gotta read. You gotta read the room. If they're
I can't
cool,
tell.
Right.
I can't tell if he's being an asshole or
I
if he's.
am, but
or
I'm
if he's
just
being
joking.
serious.
Yes, always, but keep going. Read the room. Yes, 100%. Like if it's like a stuck-up ass, you probably don't.
No.
No, you want to work with the clients that are cool with you. Like
Exactly. And I look for like if there's crosses on the wall, like some shit like that. I
Like
don't want to
upside
be
down
Jesus
ones?
Christ.
Oh.
To be like, huh. So yeah, but try to keep it like super casual with them, and then I always ask them at the beginning, like their engagement story, or I try to find something during that Zoom call at the beginning, some sort of like connection that we might have. I did one last year where I ended up finding out that the groom's brother was from Pittsburgh, so then we talked about that. Or I talked to one groom where we started talking about football, and I mentioned the Steelers, and he was a Steelers fan. So, like, that's something that I look for or listen to in the background. Or if they have kids, because I got kids, we could talk about that. You just find something to, like, humanize yourself so you don't come on like, hello, I'm DJ Ralph. You want to buy some shit? You want me to do, you know what I mean? Like, try to make yourself.
you making fun of my DJ?
You got Ralph?
Yeah, I do.
Anyways.
Anyways, yeah, I was.
He doesn't
I
sound anything
definitely
like that
was.
though. Yeah, you need to add more
Wow, his
energy
name
to
is
that.
Ralph. That's awesome. You don't hear old school names like that out there. Do you call him Ralphie? Does he go by Ralphie?
He
or
goes
Ralph?
by DJ Ralph.
DJ Ralph. Nice.
DJ Ralph.
Yeah, sometimes my sales dude for Graham who
Graham,
does
yeah.
North Carolina, he'll be like,
Subtle,
he'll text
subtle
me.
flex.
Subtle flex.
Subtle
But
flex that does North Carolina.
He
I got multiple.
anyways, but he'll text me and be like, this fucking lead like just won't let me go through my spiel.
They
and
just keep
asking
asking questions.
stupid fucking questions, and I'm trying to tell him just save the questions for the end, And I'm like, well, like maybe you could just like,
Be a
Lighten up a
salesperson.
little
yeah, like just like go with how they want to do the sale,
Yeah. Hey, Cassandra, can you save it to the end like I said earlier?
I mean, he doesn't.
Don, can you
he's
get your fiance under control?
to be
here?
fair, he's the ultimate suck up to the person he just met. He's like the type that could make a friend with a stump. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I mean, there's a reason he does our sales, but I'm always like, Graham, like not everyone wants to do it that way. You have to mold. You have to be a chameleon sometimes to get it done, you know?
He's like pausing for the jokes and they don't go over. He's just waiting.
Yeah, and he's like,
you guys hear that? That was a good
hello.
joke.
I'll screenshot my own joke and post it on Instagram. It's like, oh, you're going to ban me? Well, I'm going to get the laughs elsewhere then. Yeah, I'll do it.
Yeah, he's, whatchamacallit. Graham's good at being a people's person.
He's definitely...
He's still got a ways to go with being an excellent salesperson.
Yeah, he kicked ass through this year, and I have no complaints other than my complaints. So,
how many consultations you got him doing a week?
I don't know, like 20 maybe.
Damn.
Do you guys have like a script that you wrote out, or does he have like a routine or a slideshow?
It's a script. It's like...
Is it even a Zoom anymore, or is it just like
just
over the phone?
A phone call. We have an organized, basically like our Vibo, which I just use like DJ Event Planner.
It's not as good.
Pages, and he just like reads it. It's not as fucking good. You're right. Anyways, but he goes top to bottom through it and has like a spiel. It's like a script.
Okay. Do you do a slideshow? Do you do a slideshow or anything like that?
He might show pictures from our website.
I have zero script. Mine is the definition of like what any salesperson would tell you not to do. I literally just jump on. I'm like, great to meet you. Just shoot the shit real quick. And I'm like, all right. So I literally do these very open format, untraditional. I'm just here to kind of answer what questions you got, because I don't know what info you've already looked at. And I just literally go from there. So what questions do you have? I have a couple things that I want to kind of mention to you guys about the app and whatnot, but like, I want to know about your date. Tell me about your date. Tell me about this, etc. And I just sit back and listen, and hopefully they say something. If they don't, then I have to actually go into a spiel.
Yeah, you've had those before where you're like, how you guys doing? Getting married? Are you excited? How's it going? Like,
yeah, and they're like,
it's great.
Yeah, it's great. They're like,
tell me the story. What happened? What happened, Rob? What'd you do? I took her to the mall and I gave her a ring.
Sometimes, honestly, like people just don't care. They know they need a DJ, and that's the only reason they're on the phone with you. And it like sometimes like with those, just be like, all right, it's gonna be $1,500. I'll give you the contract.
No, literally, I jump straight to it.
Just go for it.
Right
And yeah, well, if they're not trying to participate, don't force them because they're uncomfortable.
No, seriously, if they don't participate, I straight up ask them. I'm like, so I had some things I wanted to mention, but like, do you guys just want to like go through the pricing info? Do you want me to go for the brochure? I mean, I know you looked at, you have a question, and they're like, yeah, let's just go for the pricing. And I'm like, all right, cool. Here's the brochure. Let me quickly run through it real quick. All right, you got any questions?
You're like, fine.
Great, bye.
Zipping through slides. That's 6 more slides for you people, but all right, fine. Let's just move on.
Yeah, no, I don't have any slides. I just share my screen. That's all I do. I use my phone, and I'll share my phone screen in like the call
on the Zoom.
to show the Vibo app.
Yeah,
and
he'll
walk through it.
He'll like go like this on the Zoom with his phone.
No, I join it from my phone. I'll show
scrolling.
Can you guys see it? Can you see it?
I can't see anything.
I normally do that for about 90% of the calls. I will show my phone screen and go through the app real quick and just blow their mind at what the capabilities of the Vibo app is with the Spotify and Apple Music and all that shit, and like the fact that everything's really thought out.
Yeah.
But other than that, I mean, I have like a Google Drive folder that's got all of our different enhancements and pictures. So if they start asking about the enhancements, so I'll just go through all the crazy pictures of all the different venues and whatnot. I do not do that, you motherfucker.
It reminds me of my brother at like Thanksgiving. I like don't
Could you see my cat?
He'll literally just be like, you gotta look at this YouTube video and just play it. Like full volume. It's like 4 minutes long.
keep watching, you're gonna miss it.
He's like, just wait, it's so funny. And I'm like sitting here.
Like, I'm not fucking laughing.
I know. I like literally. I'm like turning red. Like I'm just like I'm embarrassed. My brother, shut up. This is my older brother, by the way. My older brother, everyone.
Rick, do you guys still do in-person meetings, or are you doing them all Zoom now?
No, we don't do in person. I've done one in-person meeting, and it was for a wedding I just did, and it was only because it was the mother doing the whole planning process. She booked me 3 weeks in advance, but we won't talk about that story. But
She actually booked me as well.
She booked Erik first, and then fired Erik, and then hired our company.
What do you mean we're not going to talk about this? We were
I
absolutely.
love to talk about it. I immediately butted in and was like, I want to tell everyone about it.
All right, wait a second.
So this fucking lady.
So when did she book you though?
I'll tell you, forever ago. We've been booked, and the date just passed. It was this past weekend. If anyone checked out Rick's Instagram story, that's the wedding we were talking about.
I mean, if you see in my Instagram, like the insanity of this was a giant. This is a very rare wedding in terms of the money spent on this wedding.
So she booked us.
Hit the like button if you guys want to hear this story.
Yeah. One's in the chat. One's in the chat.
Come on, hit the like button.
So tell your story, and I'll interject when I came in.
She booked us, and she was like, I want Jason, who is a subcontractor, not like one of my very irregular DJs kind of thing. And I was like, what? Oh, why? Basically, like people are usually requesting one of my top dog type guy if they even
request.
Do. If they even request. But we don't usually. This
You're
is
like,
not,
why the fuck do you want that asshole?
Well, it's just like we're kind of like a bulk company. Typically, people don't even know who our DJs are.
Bar's in the chat. Bar said 1-1.
Hey, Bar, what's up, baby?
But typically, people don't even know who our DJs are. They're just like, oh, this is a reputable company, and they're not super expensive. Perfect. That's like our boxes to check. Anyways, so they were like, we have to have Jason. We need to Zoom call with Jason, blah, blah, blah. And I knew the planner, so I was like normally I would say fuck you, but okay, like since it's your client, whatever. And so she insisted on Jason, blah blah blah, and booked us paid in full.
Oh,
I think, and
No, she probably did.
yeah,
That's how she is.
Yeah, she's weird. And then she's like bugging the shit out of us. Because normally from then on, it's like, all right, fill out your planning forms. We'll show up and do the
She's
job,
terrible.
whatever.
I mean, like this.
See you in 2
She
years.
does not know IT.
Yeah.
She does not tech savvy at all.
Oh, no.
And she
Are we doing it on the World Wide Webs?
she had like two
Sort of.
planning meetings with Jason and was calling me because Jason was going to be at the beach the day before, driving home and then doing the wedding the next day. And she was like, fuck no, you need to come home. You just can't do that. Like you need to. And Jason's like, no, like I'm going to do that actually, and it was like, what are you talking about? And then she like, she wanted all these just all this shit that we don't offer, and it was like all of a sudden it turned into like, why did you even book us? Like, what is you booked a budget company? Like, we don't we don't pretend like we do that either. A lot of these budget companies do. They'll like act like they are on par with a production company, and we don't even
like dancing on the cloud. And they just drop marshmallows on the floor.
It's just, but you know what I mean. They're like, oh, we all do the same shit. We don't we stay in our lane. We don't act like we do that. And so Rick texts me.
So this is 4 weeks before the wedding. So this is 4 weeks ago. I text Erik and I said, because I get a lead and she calls us out. She's like, can you call and chat or whatever? And I was like, all right, cool. I called back because she was like, I'm looking for this wedding at Grandover. And I called back and everything, she's talking. And this is 4 weeks before the wedding. And she's basically talking about how she explains the whole story. And I currently have, so all my other guys are booked. All three of my other DJs are booked. I'm the only one off that week. And I purposely took it off because it's my only weekend off. I started on this hellacious the second week of August until November or until Thanksgiving. Every Saturday I am booked, if not Saturday and Friday or Saturday and Sunday. So I'm just in hell for this. So I took this one off. And she's like explaining, she's like, so I'm in this situation and the current DJ that I'm working with.
Was she whispering?
No, somewhat. I mean,
Erik was in the other room.
She did not. She did
I
not
just have
skip.
nothing to do with anything.
So she's explaining this to me about this DJ and how it's all working, and we didn't really understand what they did and whatnot. And by the details she's telling me, and I'm instantly being like, this sounds like one of Erik's guys. so like she's like, can you meet in person?
He sounds like a dick. It's gotta be Erik.
Because she's talking about it doesn't seem like they have the equipment that we need for the ceremony. They're just using one speaker and one lapel, and like I really like the ceremony is the most crucial thing in the world for her. Her daughter walking down the aisle to the perfect timing of the perfect song is like the biggest thing in the world for her. So I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. And she's like, we might need 2 speakers, maybe 4 speakers. And I'm like, she's like, do you have the capability? I'm like, we do. I mean, it's just going to be a matter of cost. I mean, at that point, she's like, all right, great, whatever. And I get off that call basically, and she's like, for real, wants to meet in person to discuss basically booking us in full. And I instantly text Eric, and I'm like, do you guys happen to be doing a wedding at Grandover Resort on November 17th? And he's like, yes, that I think he said, yes, that crazy mom or something. And
I already knew.
And I literally texted.
You had other weddings booked that day too, though, right? But you
I knew exactly who he was talking about.
I literally texted him back and said, looks like you're getting fired.
Yeah, he was like, he
calls me within
did
like 2
you have
seconds.
a cancellation on 9/17 at Grandover?
Yeah.
And I was like, not that I know of, you know.
And I'm like, well, you about to.
Yeah, and but it was funny because she like made the planner hit me up to like apologize, but she didn't want to do it because it's awkward. And I was like, I do not give a fuck. I was like, you just paid me in full, and that's it. Like,
they didn't ask for the money back.
No. She even told me out on the phone. She's like, I'm not going to mention who that company is. I don't feel like leaving them a bad review. I'm not even going to ask for money back because I'm not that kind of person. Because I'm not that kind of person. I'm not going to do that.
I would have been.
They seem like a reputable company.
If we got a bad review.
No, literally, she's like, they're a reputable company as far as I know. They have great people that have talked great things about them. So I'm just not that kind of person. I'm not going to talk about them. Because as soon as she started mentioning like they're very reputable, I'm like, that sounds very much like Eric. They have lots of reviews, lots of people suggest them. And so anyways, I meet with her and I spend 4 hours at the venue going through all the details of how she wants the ceremony and whatnot. And like literally I charged double the ceremony because she wanted 4 speakers. We ended up doing 4 speakers at the ceremony.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he did a surround sound.
I did a
ceremony.
surround sound, 4 speakers. But you're talking, this is a 6-figure wedding.
THX. Whoa.
This is a 6-figure wedding. Like over.
Holy shit.
The florals are like half, if not more, of the budget. I can send you some pictures. This is the gig log from this is going to be great. I'm literally got it like on the top of my list to get this posted. It was insanity, but like they
How
booked.
was the food? Was the food good?
Oh, let's talk about the food for a second.
Yeah.
Grandover Resort is a big resort, and they paid for all. We found this out at rehearsal. She paid me my hourly rate of $2.95 an hour to come to rehearsal too, for 2 hours.
Yeah, she was trying to get us to go. I was like, we don't do that.
I
like,
came
that's
to
just
rehearsal.
Not how
I brought a speaker, came to rehearsal because she paid it. But
but like, fuck you.
Did you eat there? Did you eat at the rehearsal?
No. I just stayed for it was like 4 to 5 or
They
4
did
to
like a run through, just a
4
run
to
through
4
of
to
of the ceremony.
3 to 5. It was 3 to 5 or whatever, and because she wanted the first hour to do the timing of the bride walking down the aisle, which was great. I mean, I made an edit of it and everything so that it was perfectly timed, so that when she got up to the front, all the lyrics had finished. It was in this piano and all this great shit.
Oh my god!
Beautiful surround sound, everything, and all that. I mean, that was her vision. That's what she wanted, and she paid accordingly for it. And that's what we do. If you want custom shit like that and you pay for it, we'll do it. That's what we do. That's not what Eric does.
But like I said, it was just stupid because like it's not like we like act like we do. It was like, what the fuck did you think you? But like our
After
contract,
you got booked and went through everything, then you hear all this other stuff they want. You're like,
yeah, exactly.
our
How did that come up?
itemized,
Like I brought cold sparks movers and they booked all that.
when you sign
photo
a
booth and stuff
contract.
too?
No photo booth, but that would have been his photo booth anyways.
Um,
I used his photo booths.
but
Cake spotlighting.
on our itemized contract, when you purchase a package, it says like ceremony coverage, and then it immediately says 1 microphone in parenthesis. Like it's very
that's it.
specific about we don't do crazy shit. Like you know what I mean? Like whatever. It doesn't matter.
No,
So
I mean,
dog.
but, okay, so back to the the vendor meal.
fucking hustled a client. What's up?
Indirectly hustled a client, but
Right, indirectly.
Did you wait? Now, Eric, did you ever get officially fired? Like, how did you find?
No,
Did she ever call you?
the
She made the coordinator
'cause
do it. She
I
made the
called the
coordinator.
coordinator immediately. I was like, "Yo, Rick, my buddy Rick just called me, and I told her what, and she was like, I have no fucking clue what you're talking about. That's insane sounding."
No, she did. Yeah, she
and
didn't.
She was like, "This lady is fucking crazy." Like, you know,
She didn't fill anybody in on this.
She didn't tell
decision.
anyone. It was crazy.
God.
And then she told the coordinator to tell me, and she confirmed with me, and I was like, sick. All right, cool. And she was like apologizing. I was like, I literally don't. You don't. It's fine. Goodbye. I'm fine.
So as we were leading up to the wedding in the final weeks, though, a lot of that came out where like she would text Vivian to like get with me on the music selections, and then also text me at the same time
She was
to get with Vivian.
She's a nightmare client.
She was great, honestly. I had a great time.
Did you like the day? How did it feel? Like, did you feel the pressure, especially for that?
I
kind of
was,
crazy
I was.
ceremony?
Well, for me, I was chill. Vivian, our coordinator, I could see the stress like in her face, and like she was like, and I was literally like, calm. It's okay. It's going to be great.
Vivian's a bro too.
And I mean, like Vivian's a pro at this shit too.
A bro. Like she's just a chill person.
And she's pro at
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
she
she's
knows
good.
what the fuck
Is
she's doing,
she
but
a
like
pro, bro?
Yeah, she's kind of bad.
But the amount of
honestly.
stress on her
like
for
60.
this day was insanity.
I bet.
And I mean, like I was just confident. Even the officiant, he was literally like, he's like, you're just like, I assume you're like a really good. Like, how many years you been doing this? I'm like 10 years, and he's like, I can tell because you like have no stress in your eyes or anything, and this is like a big deal. Like it was like he's like, I got the fear of God in me, and I'm the officiant.
4 speakers, dude. That is.
It's just
So
like
how was the? Did they like how long did it go? Like how long was the full event?
The ceremony started at 4 and it ended at 11.
Okay.
I mean, the staff was impressed. It didn't go long, but I had a whole list of shout outs I was supposed to do. Like this song with this person, shout out this person for like 12 songs. And I just did my shit as a DJ and just quick mix my ass off at the beginning or whatnot. Cause we were running 45 minutes behind because they had to move the florals from the ceremony to the reception. And that took like forever. But I literally just mixed my ass off, and she came up to me and she's like, "You're the best DJ I've ever seen. Just ignore everything I told you. Just do your shit. Just keep. I don't want any slow songs to kill the energy. Just keep doing it." And I was like, "Best thing ever. Perfect."
That's true.
Great.
Yeah, when that happens, especially if you get like a real, not real pushy, but they have a vision of the music and
They have a
dance floor
strict
and, like,
playlist they want you to follow or whatever.
Yeah,
And
you
you're
even tell them on the call, like, that's cool, but like, what about the vibe and stuff? Like, no, they're gonna dance. They're gonna dance. Like,
yeah.
I had the best one ever. It was one of the first weddings I ever did in like 2019. And they apparently were we were using Vibe at the time, but like apparently their playlist was really strict in terms of what I was supposed to play. And I was doing my thing in the open dancing set, and I think I was playing Get Low by Lil Jon. And I had like 20 people on the dance floor getting down, losing their shit, and the groom walks up to me and he's like, "Bro, my girl over there, she ain't happy and the song ain't on the list." And I'm like, but like the dance floor, he's like, "Yeah, no man, but like she like put some time into that list. She really wants to play what's on the list, all right?" So I look and I found like Can't Stop the Feeling by Justin Timberlake or something. I knew it was going to kill the dance floor on purpose. So I just like threw it. I mixed it in because it worked. And like he's like vibing. And he like turns around and he's like, "This song's on the list, bro, right?" I'm like, "Yeah, it is." And he turns around. The dance floor's just going like this. And he's just like, he stops vibing, just drinks his beer, walks over to his girl.
You guys ever do that? Like when you want to go home, you're like trying to kind of end the night because it's like a dead night, or you're just like, this sucks.
I've done that before. But
Just
this
play
was like
Meatloaf,
beginning of the
Dash
night. I was just trying to prove a point to shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
I'm going to do my shit.
You just
Yeah.
like play songs that you can't get called out necessarily because they're not that bad, but like they're not going to go off. Like Moves Like Jagger, the perfect definition of it's like, oh, that's a dance song. It was popular. No one likes that song.
Ain't no mountain high enough on there or something.
That's a banger. That
Yeah,
is
but
not the same as Moves Like Jagger.
But it's not dancing. It's screaming and shouting. It's singing.
Yeah, but that's fun. No one's screaming any fucking words that Moves Like Jagger.
Yes.
Like that's just like
I
such
can't
a
tell you the last
dud.
time I played that.
what? They're not whistling.
It's such a dud of a song.
Wait,
you know?
wait. We
You
never
force
talked
it.
about the food.
Some One Direction. Yeah,
They gave us this giant wedding and everything. They're eating filet mignon, bacon wrapped chicken, all this fancy stuff. We found this out at rehearsal. Vivian and me found this out. They paid for all of us to have vendor vouchers to go down to the Golf Pro Shop and get a cold wrap sandwich and chips.
Oh, you gotta be kidding.
So literally, as soon as we get into dinner,
Oh my god.
all of the vendors leave. They paid. And Liz had a secondary shooter and a dedicated dress fluffer.
Okay.
There was a chick that was all she was to fluff
Just
the
to
dress
fluff.
for pictures. This is crazy. But like literally all of us, all the vendors, there's like 14 of us down there. We're just all eating our and like we stayed down there for like an hour. We didn't care. I mean, that's how we were treated. So, but yeah, we ate our wonderful vendors and then we went back and rocked the party. So it was fun.
Have you played that venue before? Is that normal that they do that?
It's a popular venue.
The vendor vouchers was a new thing to me. The last time I've only been there once before, and they didn't give a vendor voucher.
I have no idea.
So, and actually, Grandover was the one that told us. The two that run Grandover, Brantley, and the other one, Rebecca, I think is her name.
Black chick.
No,
No.
they're too white.
Well,
But
whatever.
they actually both recommended like you should change your contract to state a hot meal because we actually tell all of our vendors that they can save money, or all of our clients that they can save money if they look at their contracts with their vendors, and if they don't say hot meal, they can get the vouchers.
That's so
What?
And I was like, why would
you
you do that?
Yeah, it's like, well, here's a fix. Don't fucking do that. Like,
Yeah.
Like
don't feed cousin Eddie. You shouldn't even driven up here. From
because it's one of those vendors.
fuck is he doing here?
They're the caterer and the venue in one. So they're both
Yeah.
the venue and the caterer. And I was like, why would you even recommend that they can save money doing that? That's like so rude to their vendors.
How about take one flower off the table? There you go. Now I can get my DJ a steak.
yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
God.
I've only had that happen one time where I was at a venue and I just didn't know this was a possibility. They come by and I was like, hey, if you don't mind, let me grab my food before it gets too late because I got.
And they said, no, you're not included.
Oh yeah, sure, no problem. He comes out with a little box like a Lunchable. I was like, what's this? He goes, oh, it's the vendor meal. I'm like, no. I want that chicken. You bring me.
Yeah, so
bring me chicken.
They said to
Take
put
that
in
and give it to
there
your kids.
the Grandover, at least they said make sure you put hot meal in your contract, that it has to be a hot meal, or they said better yet, or a hot meal same as guests.
Yeah.
Because
it just hand you a can.
I
of
mean, it
Chef
was new to
Boyardee.
me. I mean, I already went in and changed our contract, so I mean it's just fucking crazy that's a thing.
Yeah.
But
Do you have
anyways,
yours, Eric? Do you have a food clause? You don't give a shit.
We used to, and it was like one time I had a lawyer revamp it, and he was like, "Did you write this?" I was like,
yeah,
ish.
I mean,
and
I
he was-
copy pasted.
Yeah, and he was like,
What gave it away?
yeah, and that right there, he removed it. Anyways,
That's funny.
so that happened. Yeah, that was last weekend.
Yeah, look out for that gig log. Look out for that gig log. That's all I gotta say. Look at. I mean,
Yeah.
honestly, other than the fact that there was that little like back and forth where they booked a company that clearly wasn't what they needed or wanted, and it was a great wedding. I mean, I
Have
had
you ever
fun.
been Rick? Have you ever been fired
No,
from a job?
No.
No.
no,
Really?
no.
I've actually never not been fired from a job.
So
I've
this
never
is
been
just
fired.
consistent.
The only one that I've never been fired from is the one that I started, and that's the current.
You can't fire
No
yourself
one can fire me, so I'm good.
until they raise up against you. Like,
I've quit.
It's gonna be
Fuck,
tough.
I'm outta here.
People have tried.
I've quit. I've always quit. Like that's always been my progression. Is I get to a point and I quit.
Yeah, I'll run a job into the ground. I won't fucking
I did
quit.
catering. I quit. I worked for a DJ company and I eventually quit. And every one of my quitting has been on good terms, other than my most recent one where I only worked there engineering for 6 months, and then I kind of said goodbye. I'm going full time with my DJ.
Full time.
So it was kind of like one of those. It's like they can't hate me because like I'm not switching to another engineering job. I'm doing this for myself, but at the same time they're like, we put 6 months of training into your ass just for you to leave when you finally got to the point of being actually good.
Yeah, profit like usable for us.
Have
Yeah.
you been fired?
Yeah. No, I've never been. I've quit. I've had some. I worked at Outback Steakhouse,
Ooh,
and
I love
remember-
Outback.
give me some blue
Yeah.
man.
It's not great if you're a busboy though. It's not a great busboy job. I came in one day and my boss looked at as I came in, took off my coat, and I grabbed my apron. He's like, "Aaron, I need you to grab a plastic glove and go in the bathroom. Like,
He's like, I need you to fish out a big old turd. It's like, good.
Eric, that's exactly what he fucking asked me to do. He goes, somebody went in there and they had a big guy and we can't get
He's
it down
laughing.
the toilet. So he seriously looked at me and goes, so take the glove and crumble it up so it can flush. And I was like, look, I know that I'm only 16 years old.
Oh my
This
God.
is some bullshit.
Like, for real. Yeah.
I'm getting paid $2.83 an hour. There's no fucking way I'm going in there and crumbling a turd.
I guess
What the fuck? You
I
can't
actually
say this.
did quit. I quit Red Robin because I was a busboy dishwasher.
That's a shitty
for
place
a
to work,
second.
period.
I made $10 an hour plus tips. And when you're fresh out of rehab, you're like, bro,
That's
give
some
me
good
the
bang.
job. Let's
That's some
go.
good bang.
Fuck yeah.
In that
yeah.
situation, that's good
No,
bang.
that was my last
Well, you probably got a
job.
sick discount, right? Did you get some free?
I don't
free
remember.
burgers?
I don't really
You
remember.
just need some free fries from there, man. Those fries are good.
I like Red
Unlimited. They'll keep.
I know,
as
right?
many as you
That's
want.
my goal every time I walk in there. Is like I'm going to just pound these fries and not touch the burger.
I'm gonna need so many that they're gonna rethink this whole policy. We just kept. Oh fuck, he's coming in. God damn it.
All right,
It's
so
potatoes.
we've got like really sidetracked. So we're
sure.
gonna
Yeah,
go
but
back
this
to
is
where
great.
you're the guest here.
Yeah.
You
By the
have
way,
you have
this is
another
interest-
job other than DJing. Tell
Yeah,
us about it.
You do?
Yes.
Okay, cool. What's
Because
up?
I know
Yeah,
about it.
2018, I started 2 companies, and the first one was actually supposed to be like the one that was full time. And what it was, I started an after school program for students, and it's called Drama Lab. So I go into the schools, and the parents sign them up, and then we do like whose line is it anyways for like 6 weeks for an hour. So me and my wife teach, and I just hired 2 more teachers. Like before COVID, I was in like 35 different schools a week, and I had 11 people
Damn.
on my team. And then when COVID happened, like COVID and DJing shut down at like the same time. The schools
Yeah,
shut
shit.
down, and then I lost my DJ business, and I was like, what the fuck? And I was like, I had just quit my job and went all in on this, and we were like starting to climb. And then, like everybody, the whole thing just kind of crumbled. So but the thing that happened was my believe it or not, I was DJing more than I was in schools because people during the pandemic, they were having parties at their
Yeah, they're
houses.
still having money. Yeah.
It didn't stop them. So they're like, will you come? I was like, fuck yeah, I'm coming. So I went and did more parties, and then I started connecting with more. And then that's where, like last year, I only did 37 weddings, and this year is 62. So I saw that growth happen, and now DJing is becoming a little bit more, I'd say, my business. And then I'd still do schools as well. Like we're just getting started next week, and I'll do that till about December. That's my other job. That's kind of cool, right?
Yeah.
That's the one you need to like just be the owner and like hire people to run it.
It sounds fun.
It's so much fun. Like we literally, like the whole goal behind it was to help, because theater was a big part of my life. It's what I was a musician too before, so like
I see that symbol behind you.
oh yeah, drummer baby,
Yeah.
and so I know you're a drummer too, Eric.
Every
did you
DJ is a fucking drummer, I swear.
Isn't that weird? I didn't know that about us. Like the more I heard about it, I was like, but it's an advantage. Like I love the
Drummers
fact that-
love beats.
Yeah. Well, you just learn the phrasing just makes sense. If you're a drummer, it's like you can't fall out of phrasing without being like, like
Yeah, I hear it. Yeah. So I was in, like before, back in 2003, I have 2 albums on iTunes and Spotify. Like we got a record deal. I got a record deal in 2002
Nice.
with the band. So was doing that, and then yeah. So those 2 businesses keep me busy, but that's kind of how I got here.
Cool. Very cool. What's
Anything
the
in the chat come up that we wanted to chat about? Anybody in there say anything?
Not really. I mean, there was one question you were asking about. He started a multi-op, and he was asking what's a good payout for your DJs.
just whatever makes it sustainable for you.
Exactly.
And your employees happy.
I
Find that number and do that.
I would recommend shooting for a 40% gross profit. That'll set you up to have at least 10% net profit.
And a gross profit
fair.
is not when you think a profit is nasty.
Yeah.
It's like a financial term.
It's a fine.
Oh, I got you.
It's
okay.
it's
He's
it's
talking about gross
revenue minus cost of doing events, not necessarily cost of running the business. cost of running the business is your net stuff afterwards. And if you don't know the difference, I highly recommend figuring it out because it's a big deal.
I am the worst when someone tries to drop some terms like that on me. They're like, "What's your gross interest
that's because you
term
don't look at your
revenue
numbers.
and stuff?" I'm well aware of the numbers. I just don't know the lingo. I took a finance class for like 7 minutes and fucked off. That's my entire business learning.
I only look at one
thing.
number. I just look at the bank account. Is it still? Is it
I know
still
that's
Phil?
right. Shit. I know one thing, and that's motherfucking
If it's
cash.
full, I'm good.
You know, the biggest thing that
Flush,
bothers
baby,
me,
flush.
the biggest thing that bothers me is when I look at my net profit and I look at my bank account and they don't agree, and I'm like, why
Oh,
the
yeah, that's
fuck
the
is that
shit.
one high and why is
Oh.
that one so low? And I'm like, oh yeah, it's because I do that shit for
Well,
taxes.
no, Eric, we know how to math this. If you spend the money, then you can write it off at the end of the year.
Oh, it's a write-off. Oh, dude, why not just
I'm just
waste
gonna
all your
buy
money? Because you could just write it off. That's how life is, right?
I'm gonna spend $10,000 so I can save $52.
Right. It's a write-off.
It's a write-off.
It's a
That's all you gotta
write-off.
know. That's all you gotta know.
That status is funny. I love Facebook. I hate that I'm banned right
The
now.
only write-offs you need to know are write-offs that you don't actually pay for. AKA like writing off your miles, where you get more money back than what you spend in gas. Writing off.
like let's say if you when you buy gear, you won't write that off at the end of the year.
Oh, of course we'll write that off, but we try not to have to buy the fucking gear if we already
Oh,
got
I see.
it, or we rent it out if it makes more sense because we're only going to use it 2 times a year. Like we offer Dancing on a Cloud, but I don't fucking own that. I'll just hit up a couple buddies that own one of those. I'm like, hey, I need it for this one event, and I charged them like $800 to do it because I don't want to fucking do it.
Yeah, I mean, we'll sub out the 9th photo booth until we book it like 6 times close together, and it's like, all right, then we'll add it.
Until it makes sense
You
that you're
know.
going to make your money back on it really, really quick, and it's going to be worth the purchase. You got to look at if it's worth buying, not just if it's worth writing off.
I'll write off fucking everything.
I
would even
literally
say,
write
yeah,
off.
same. Like,
Make sure that you have the cash for it too. I hate that whole idea of like, just for me, what is it? Play now, pay later or something. Like I get the draw of like wanting to have the shit there, but it's such a mess and I don't think it's a good business idea to buy. So before I bought my photo booth, I had the salsa booth.
Yeah.
Before I even booked it or bought it, I hit up all my brides
exactly.
for the upcoming year, and I asked them, would anybody book this? And if so, I have, say yes. And I had enough yeses that paid for it, and so then I bought it. And then
That's
I booked
like
it.
so what you did just right there is you marketed before you bought it. And in general, I wish more DJs understood that your best spend is in marketing and in your skills. If you can spend more money on marketing. Me and Eric have talked about this before. So many DJ companies spend $0 on marketing and don't have any marketing budget or anything. Marketing is what brings you fucking clients and makes you money.
What do you pay for the most? Do you go through Google or Wedding Wire? What's your? I know Eric does Wedding Wire, but what do you?
Well, my
Eric
biggest
does-
expense now is the marketing company I hired. That is basically my marketing agency at this point. But before that, it was Wedding
Okay.
Wire and the Knot, and wedding shows. Wedding shows are up there too, but Wedding Wire and the Knot's the biggest spend.
So
We're
is that
about
company
to-
are you guys gonna like come up with a strategy, like move, and they're gonna help you develop that, or what's that looking like?
On the marketing side,
Yeah.
So it's like-
you said you hired a company. You said
so
you
they're
hired a
going to take over and run all of our socials. They're going to do all of our posting on social media, and along with that, there's like an X cap of like $1,000 to spend in whether it's Google AdWords or Facebook or Instagram or YouTube promotional stuff to promote our company in certain ways, and that'll be adjusted based on how we see it fit over the next few months in terms of what's actually bringing us quality leads.
Yeah. You're probably gonna be mad at me. I don't spend much on it. I don't.
But you're
I
a
tried-
single op, so it's different.
It's true. Like I'm not trying to attract 10,000 eyes. So yeah, I haven't had to do much. I think Instagram is probably my biggest getter. I think sharing reels and having people share those.
But like your spend in marketing could be gifts for vendors and planners every year. Like every holiday season, send them something cool to keep them in your eyes and stuff, and like win over all, like basically schmooze over all the vendors and the venues that are going to bring you those top prospects that'll pay your price point.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
We do it every year. We send out a gift to all of our top venue coordinators and planners.
What do you send, like a bottle of wine or something, or what do you do?
Custom bottles of wine. There's a site. There's a site. Personal wine. It's like personalwine.com or something like that. You can send alcoholic beverages directly to people.
And they'll brand it, so you put your
you can pick out a bottle of whiskey, a bottle of wine on something. You can put a custom label on it and whatnot and send it to them. You just need to get all their addresses for all the guys and send it, all the people that you want to send it to.
You just like
do you
email
have people
them,
mention it to you?
You just email them. You're like, where do you live?
Yeah, be like, hey, I'd love to send you a holiday gift or something like that, and then you send them a bottle of wine over. We did bottles of wine last year, and then we send all of our couples 2 little stemless wine glasses after their wedding.
Everybody that you've done, you send them. What do you send them?
2 weeks after their wedding, we package up a little gift bag. We give them out at wedding shows too, but it's 2 little stemless wine glasses that have like FSL with hearts. And
do you get feedback on that? Like, do you feel like that's a good?
They send a lot of business our way when we do that. It's amazing. So we put a little card in there, basically like, hey, if you haven't already, because we already hit them up for reviews, but like if you haven't already, leave us a 5-star review on those. Most of them have already done the review, but if they haven't, they normally do. And then a lot of them will refer people to us. It's actually been really beneficial.
Night. Hey, the show's only allowed to be on for another 12 seconds because I heard that this shit ends at 9, which is why you
the lights will shut off directly in here.
Yeah.
The
lights. How I got kicked out of the show last time.
It's 10, so the lights are about to shut out.
So all my lights all the lights are smart in our house. So these lights will shut off in like, because it's actually 59 right now. It's 10 o'clock right now, so these should shut off in like any second now.
They're not that.
Is it like Rick, time to go to bed? You know, like what do you?
No, it's just every light in my house is smart. I got smart switches, smart bulbs for out, so the whole house kind of shuts down and like dims throughout the night.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Where are you? Is this your? Oh, there they go.
There went. We're in North Carolina. We're at my house upstairs in the spare bedroom.
Now he's gonna bend away from the microphone and tell Alexa to fix it.
Oh yeah. Alexa,
turn the lights on.
Mm-hmm.
Alexa, flush
Alexa,
toilet.
we ain't done.
She can only turn the lights on and off, and she can lock and unlock the front door and back door. She can open the garage door if I want.
Oh, nice.
I think that's about it. Oh, she can turn on my whole movie room setup. She can turn the projector on and everything.
Do you have it set up to your like thermostat? You gotta do that. That's nice.
I got Nest everything.
You got a Nest?
Nest cameras, Nest thermostats, Nest locks, all that. I don't recommend it though because it's way too expensive. I was just too deep into it to turn back.
Are we? Should we talk about gear one more just to piss Eric off? I know that's like your favorite thing.
What's the best DJ
I can
speaker?
sit here and scroll.
Yeah, Rick, I feel like I'm wasting an opportunity not talking to you about speakers and shit while on this thing here.
Well, it's 10 o'clock.
You want to talk about column arrays real quick?
We can talk about column arrays.
White ones? White ones or nah?
Did I tell you I actually I actually scrolled through I was one of my latest I think it's 2 videos ago, the one where I was like the LD Systems Maui 44, what is it good enough for 200 people or whatnot?
Oh yeah.
When I was doing my research for tagging and that I was researching like the best search terms for column arrays and like your video popped up on all of them, so I was like, what keywords was he using that actually ranked?
You mentioned that last time. What was it? Did you know it? Like what?
I'd have to look.
I know what else.
I use like Viewer Buddy or something like that, and it tells it allows me to see every keyword that you guys that everybody uses on their videos and what keywords were actually ranking.
Yeah, TubeBuddy tells you.
I don't use TubeBuddy. I use another one, but it's the same sort of thing. They just tell you what keywords that everyone's using on every video and tells you the analytics of the videos that everyone. So that when you search for a certain key term, it'll be like, this key term has a great audience but low demand, so it's easy to target and shit like that.
Yeah, it's competition.
Yeah,
that column video is funny. Like, I had no idea. I mean, it's like almost like 40,000 views on that fucking video.
Yeah, that video blew up for you.
It's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy. I think YouTube paid me $12 for it.
Sick.
Yeah, right. Yeah, baby. But yeah, columns. That's what everyone.
They should have paid you more than $12 for that.
Yeah, it did. I'm just kidding.
I was about to say 10,000 views is normally about $100.
Yeah.
Nice.
Not to throw numbers
It got
out at
real
you.
weird. I guess I don't really care. I mean, I don't make a ton of money off of YouTube, like what
Neither do
YouTube
I.
pays me, but I do make money from YouTube with like referrals, or I've been an Amazon affiliate.
Amazon
so
affiliates is great. Oh,
dude,
God, I love
that
it.
chain, that's awesome. And what's so great about that is that you stay on there for 48 hours. So I'll look at my cell and somebody bought like a pool cue. I'm like, what the fuck? How did someone go on there looking for?
Still to this day, I'm blown away. But someone ordered 4 VRX 918 subs and 4 VRX 932s off of Amazon, and I was like,
Whoa.
like concert line array stuff. They bought 4 tops. Each one of those is like $2,000 to $3,000 a piece, and 4 subs
Holy
at $2
shit.
grand. And I was, because I got a huge payday on Amazon.
I was gonna say,
I was
your
like,
commission had to be crazy.
that's like 4% of that. So I mean,
Yeah.
it's a good chunk of, or it's like 2 to 4%, depends on what they used on the links. But I was like,
What the hell?
who
just
bought off of
happened? Yeah.
Amazon? Like, contact Canal or NLFX and get, like, they probably could have saved a couple
No,
grand.
2-day shipping, baby. 2-day shipping.
I doubt it
I
was-
literally,
I doubt that was
I will
2-day
go to
shipping.
Amazon first, and then if I can't get it on Amazon, I'm like, all right, I'll go to the fucking guy.
Because I don't have to type in my credit card.
I
don't
know,
gotta do
it's
nothing.
just
I
a
gotta
button.
add-
There's like a Prime switch. That
Yo,
I just like
you
click
got-
it, and it's
wait.
faster.
So everyone's
It's here.
everyone's got to have the Amazon Prime card, right? So you get 5% cash back.
Yeah, I have that.
Okay,
I don't.
good.
I don't.
You don't have that?
I know.
Dude,
I know about
5%
it.
cash back,
I know.
dog.
Dude,
I
I'm
know
telling
about
you,
it.
that shit pays for my Christmas. Me and my wife,
Exactly.
we banked that. We almost got $1,000.
Yeah,
just
no,
in
it's
that.
it's ridiculous how much money you get, especially when you're buying business purchases and writing them off, and then you get the cash back that you
Free
can buy on
money.
personal stuff.
Free money. I
Same
hear
thing.
that.
You know
like a
the
write-off.
you know the person we need to talk about the credit card points and everything like that is Bar. Bar is huge. Bar.
Is he here? Is he still here?
Bar.
We only got 9 people left.
Are you making fun of me? Fuck you. No, Bar is huge in the whole like turning of credit cards and like maxing out points and going on hotels for free and shit.
Yeah, we used to have the one, the Southwest one, and we would bank enough, and we'd fly on vacation from it. But yeah,
God,
the
you gotta
Amazon
hate
card's
that
nice.
text.
So you get 5%
Oh,
back.
shit. We're gonna compare. You gotta hate the lead text where you follow up with them and they're like, "Yeah, we're gonna compare rates tomorrow
I don't
and we'll
even
get back to you."
I don't even respond. I'm like, yeah, well, we're gonna hit you up again tomorrow, so it's fine. like, I'll see about that.
Yeah, we'll see. I'm in control of this situation, Barbara.
right.
I'm in control.
Don't ask me
Not
questions.
You. Not you. Stop fucking texting me at 10 o'clock at night. Barbara.
All right, wrap it up. 10 o'clock.
All right, yeah. Thank you
This
so
was
much,
fun.
Aaron. Thank you so much, Aaron. It was this was awesome. We just like shot the shit the whole time. It was great.
Fucking awesome.
This is a great
It was fun.
podcast.
It was
This
so great.
everyone should like, comment, subscribe. Go subscribe to Aaron. You want them to subscribe and go to Instagram too. Those,
What are your-
how can we find
what
you?
socials do you promote? What?
Mostly just Instagram and YouTube. So
Yeah, those are
my
best
YouTube
ones.
channel is just my name, Aaron Strawn, and then Instagram is at DJ Aaron Strawn. That's where everybody can find me.
Follow him
Strawn.
on all sources. He's starting to blow up.
Strawn.
He's one of those teeter tottering on the blowing up scale on YouTube right now.
He's great.
And he's funny as shit.
Super funny. He's one of the
Thanks,
few
guys.
people I'll hang out with at a convention.
Hell yeah, we had fun.
Let's
it was
go.
nice sharing a bed with you.
Yeah.
I had a
Oh,
good time
nice.
with you guys tonight.
He's lying. He's lying. He's lying. I swear.
I wouldn't say he is. Eric's like
Atlantic
that
City,
sometimes.
baby. Atlantic City. Did you
Man,
guy have fun
whatever.
Did you have fun at Expo, Rick? Did you?
Yeah.
I mean, I had a good time. I
Yeah.
brought. I mean, like my girl or my fiance now is there.
Ooh.
Yeah, I got to meet her. That was cool.
Yeah, no. Wait,
Yeah.
when was that?
The Vibo dinner.
Oh yeah, yeah, you were at the Vibe dinner. Yeah.
Oh Jesus, he didn't even remember I was there.
He's been drinking his girl wine.
I blocked
this whole
out-
Time.
No, I kind of
blocked
blocked
it out?
out
That
the
was a good
Vibe.
dinner.
I blocked out the Vibo dinner, to be honest. In terms of
Really?
who was, it was just that.
Oh,
it
who was there?
Well,
Oh, I
so you got to put it in context. You know, I proposed literally the next day,
Yeah.
so
okay.
my mind was not at the dinner at all.
I could tell Rick, you were distant. All right, and you know what? It made me sad. I felt like it was. No, I'm just kidding.
You
I'm,
were
like,
at the
super
far
pumped
end of the
for you, man.
table.
Yeah, I know. We didn't even get to talk. I know, but that's like congratulations on that. Is that why one of the reasons why you brought her out, or does she normally come with you when you go on?
I mean, like, we're on basically year. What? When did we start dating? Fuck, I don't remember.
It was like
August was 2 years of dating, so we were basically on 2 years. So I took her to Vegas to go to the DJ, whatever the fuck that one's called now.
NBA.
No,
not that one. Oh.
The mobile beat, but not mobile beat anymore. Whatever the fuck they call it. Well, I took her out to Vegas because she's never been to Vegas anyways. So we went there. We had a good time, and then she'd never been to Atlantic City either. So we went to Atlantic City, but we made a whole trip, like literally before we got to Atlantic City, we went to Baltimore for 2 days and stayed with her her uncle, her dad's brother, and we literally just went on a bar crawl and like just ate good food and got drunk in Baltimore for like a day and a half. And then we went to Atlantic City and pretty much continued that sort of get drunk every night, eat good food, and then we went to Boston and went even harder. So
nice.
It was a whole.
Did you take her out onto the beach? Where'd you do it?
There was in Boston. There's a pier that overlooks kind of the city. It's a really good spot. Yeah. Check out the Instagram photos.
That's exciting stuff.
Yeah, so I did that the first day, and then the rest of it was just fun as hell in Boston. I love Boston, and she'd never been before, so we had a blast.
Yeah.
Eric's giving me that looks like wrap this fucking shit up.
Oh no, I was just listening.
He's tired.
It's fine. It's fine. I am tired.
He's tired. He's tired.
He's yawned. He's already yawned twice.
I know. I offered to give him a shot of espresso, but he said he didn't want to be up all night.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that'll put it up all night.
Too late. It sucks that there's no middle ground on that. You know, like you can't take like a fourth of a shot of espresso. Like if it works, it's working.
You need to try our chocolate caffeine. We got these little Wake chocolates. They're half a cup of caffeine.
Can you snort them?
No.
No reason. Just curious.
Oh, it's called a Wake chocolate. Each one of these little chocolates is 50 milligrams of caffeine. They're fucking awesome. They come in all different flavors. A Wake chocolate. Look it up on Amazon.
Okay.
But anyways, Aaron, so much fun having you on here. Absolutely.
Thank you guys.
Extending the handshake apparently.
All right,
from Eric, from Rick, thank you guys so much for watching. We already told you guys to follow us, like us, comment, share, all that stuff. Share the podcast, subscribe so we can get to 1,000 subscribers so we can monetize this and possibly make like $2, a show. That way Eric can afford to buy some baby food, But anyways, guys, thank you guys so much for tuning in, and we will see you guys in 2 weeks and the next podcast, and that guest is yet to be announced. So.
I thought you were gonna drop it. No.
I would if we know. We're trying to secure the guests coming up, but we do have some good guests coming up. We do have some good guests. But anyways,
starting now.
Yeah, starting right now. Starting after tonight, we have good guests. Anyways, guys, thank you guys for watching. Peace. Wait, wrong button.